Action Film Autopsy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that opening.
I know.
Opening. Oh, yeah. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Snake, Crane, Dragon. No, that wasn't Crane. That was Duncan. That was Duncan's guy.
Yes, what is going on? Action Film Autopsy. That's right. Another episode. We are back again. That's right. Your boy, PhatSamuraiGuy, hanging out with the one and only, that's right, Kung Fu Santa himself.
Seafood
And y'all know what's up?
Sifu Santa. That's what it says up there.
That's right. Sifu Santa.
Also Kung Fu Santa down below. Kung Fu Santa below.
That's right. Sifu Santa for the Action Film Autopsy episodes. That's right. That's right. Hall of Famer, author.
Get the book! Get the book! Get the book!
That's right.
Buy the DVD, buy the Minions DVD. Buy the Minions DVD. Keep
there you go.
Credit at the end.
That's right. That's right. Rick had some involvement in that badassity there.
I
What is going on? Rick, how have you been, my friend? It seemed like I haven't seen you in forever.
Well, no, I've been very busy. I've been I'm very happy with the work I'm doing. But for the first time in 2.5 years, I had a back spasm. And I'm still dealing with it. And I was just really pissed that I got it because I spent, the reason I haven't had it for 2.5 years, because I'm sedentary, I'm the writer boy. And so I started getting problems. But I got all these great Tai Chi and Qigong exercises, and they stayed away. And then something else popped up a couple of weeks ago. So my Tai Chi and Qigong guys gave me some exercises, but apparently those exercises, and they have a habit of doing that. You can build up so much Qi that it creates another problem. So that's apparently what I'm having now. But I don't like feeling pain. I just don't like it. But I mention it to all of you because, as usual, I have a fashion show tonight.
Yes.
And when I go to change into my different shirts, if you hear me suppress a scream, it's because the back is acting.
Right. Oh, that sucks. That's all right. We feel your pain, Rick. Samurai Guys had back spasms.
I hope you do not feel my pain.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't want to feel my pain.
Yeah, Samurai Guys had back spasms in the past too. They suck. They suck. But it's all good, Rick. If you have to go once in a while, it's all good. We understand. Daryl Johnston in the house. What's going on? He said, don't forget to hit the like button. That's right.
Well, don't hit it. Use your open hand kung fu on it.
There you go. Open hand. There you go. And not the Jurassic World BS.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Really? Okay. All right.
Oh, that's energy again. That's chi-based energy. We'll be talking about that tonight.
Okay. Patrick D in the house. Brad, what's going on? Will in the house. Brian Sanchez. Tommy, what is going on? Good to see you guys. Danielle, hello. Well, hello there. I'm glad everybody's popping in to say what is going down. And we have a plethora. That's right. A plethora of movies and shows Rick's going to talk about. So let's see. How are we going to do this? Of course, you know how, as is tradition, Rick's always got Samurai beat. Some of these he's seen before I've seen. So a lot of this may just be coming from Rick, but that's just tradition. Munsters, tomorrow's stream, you guys going to hang out with me and Lady Fat Blood, because y'all know after seeing her trailer reaction for the Munsters, you know you're going to want to see what she has to say. So actually, Rick, after tonight's stream, like tonight, that's when me and Lady Fat Blood are finally going to watch the Munsters.
Oh, good. You should show her. You should tell her what I say tonight,
okay.
Because that will help you enjoy the movie more.
Okay, we'll see.
It really will. It really will.
Really? Okay. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and kick it off to the creature feature we got going on here. Let's start with Beast.
Oh, that's the one I don't have the shirt for.
Okay.
Beast is Jaws with a lion.
All right.
It's actually all the Jawses with a lion.
Okay.
In other words, it's the original Jaws and it's basic, but it's also Jaws 4 because let's put it this way. It's a good movie. It is not a great movie. The strangest decision, I have to assume that Idris Elba did this because he got some power on the project. Most actors are now taking on projects that they're able that part of the deal is they get to be executive producer or producer
Okay.
because actors want power behind the scenes because they spend their careers up until they get more famous being powerless and being treated like crap. So they're always looking to get more behind the scenes power, and also what you'll notice is a lot of the movies that these guys do are mediocre I mean, they're good films, but they're not great films. The one that Black Panther did was a really pretty bad movie, but he did it, I believe, because he was given the power of being the producer, so he could get into the producers league. And I'm assuming that's what happened with Idris here, because the movies got a central problem, which is they make the lion the villain. They make the lion intelligent, just like the shark in Jaws 4. The shark is making it personal. And here, this lion is making it personal. And at this point, having a lion be the villain is kind of lame. They have the poachers attacking this lion. There's a bad lion and there are good lions. And the good lions turn out to be the saviors at the end, and the bad lion gets it. But it's like, you don't need to make any of these guys the villain, especially with advanced intellect, so they can literally go after people, because basically the lion would have gone, no, Idris Elba and his daughters are swell. Lions, first of all, lions don't hunt. Lionesses hunt.
Right.
So again, if you know anything about it, it's flawed and okay, as a central flaw. But if you don't know anything about it, it's fine. The action is done well. It moves along. It's very much a Jaws movie. It's a pretty good Jaws movie. But the problem with this movie is it pales in comparison to me, and I think the majority of everybody except you, it pales in comparison to Prey. Prey is such a superior movie.
Right.
That's why this movie didn't do very well, because you don't need it.
Right. Okay.
It's going to be fine on streaming, but otherwise. But it's okay if you want to see Idris Elba fight a lion. I want to fight the lion, as they say in Monty Python. Why won't you let me fight the lion? So it's a good time waster. Yeah, time filler.
Time filler.
And now it occurs to me that they should have done it as a Monty Python
film. Just quick question before we move on. The lion. I remember when I saw the trailer, I was kind of all in because Samurai Guy likes these type of movies, and I was like, hey, you got Big Driss up in here. I'm like, okay, but the couple of the shots that they show with the lion, I was like, I don't know.
Well, they've had, I think my friend Benton Jew, who did this cover, by the way, Benton Jew, who used to work with Industrial Light and Magic, did the art for this cover. He's a great artist.
Nice.
I've known him for many years and we're friends. But he was with ILM, and he was talking I believe on Facebook or whatever, saying that, there's so much digital work being done now that almost never do they have the finished special effects in the trailers anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
But at the same time, you have to see the movie. When I saw this movie, I saw it on my screen, not in the movie theaters or anything. So it's kind of like, I did. And also, I know it's a fake lion. So I already am not going, well, that's not, I'm already going, that's not a real lion. And that's another flaw the movie has. So if you can accept the fact that, of course, it's a animated lion.
Right.
It's Idris versus the Lion King. You'll do fine. But don't expect anything superlative. And I only want superlative or really lousy right now.
Gotcha.
The mediocre, I'll tolerate, and this is not terrible.
Okay.
It's not mediocre. It's okay. It's good.
Okay. All right. Let's move along. That's right.
I got shirts. What's
got
that?
shirts. Let's keep it creature featurey, and let's go to Jurassic World Dominion Extended Cut.
Oh shoot! I don't have a shirt. No, I don't have a shirt of that. I did have shirts of that, but I didn't have time to do it.
It's okay.
This is superior. I love mystery movies.
Okay.
And I always try to solve the not the murder. These are mysteries, not murder mysteries. I was, this is not a good, from a writing standpoint, from a plot standpoint, it's not good.
Right.
It's nonsensical. It's ridiculous. But it was so successful. I wanted to figure out why. This is a movie for the fans of Jurassic World sequels.
Right. Right.
If you like Jurassic World sequels, if you don't need a plot that makes sense or motivations that make sense or characters that make sense, you'll love this movie because it gives the audience what it thinks it wants. And on the basis of the box office, apparently that is exactly what they wanted. They wanted a dumb dinosaur movie that kept moving, that just kept moving, and had everybody and had some fan service. And when I watched it the second time with that feeling, yeah, it gives you what you want. It moves along. It's entertaining. As long as you don't have as long as you don't have Jurassic Park expectations, you'll do fine. It's yeah.
So when you watched it again the second time, was it the extended version or
Yeah.
was it this? Okay, good.
Yeah. And
okay, because I was curious if the extended version was better.
Yeah, almost always is.
Okay. Interesting.
Unless it's a Netflix movie, then it's just longer.
Right. Yeah, I was curious because I remember seeing this scene in the trailer.
Right.
And it wasn't in the movie. And I was like, well, what the hell happened to this scene? So, in the theatrical is what I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the theatrical.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's fake dinosaurs. And it's a great bunch of actors having fun.
Did it feel like better paced, the longer
version? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It moves along. Once I decided to want what the guys who made it a $1 billion movie wanted, I said, okay, I understand it now. I see what the deal is. But I love Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies, and it doesn't come close to that.
Right. It's one of the greatest movie going experiences I've ever had.
Exactly.
The original Jurassic Park,
and Schindler's List in the same year.
That's insane. That's insane. Spielberg was on fire. All right, so there you go, guys. So Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood, we might check it out. We'll see.
Let me know if you agree. I'd love to know.
I'm curious. I'm actually curious. So it's good to know that you had more fun with it the second time around.
Yeah.
Now the title of this sounds hilarious, but I have not seen this. So.
I believe it came out today.
I
believe it may have come out yesterday. The only reason I'm mentioning it, because I'm not a big horror fan, but I'm a huge fan of the writer of this and the director of this.
Oh.
The writer is Grady Hendrix, who also did These Fist Breaks Bricks and many other kung fu things. He's always, he's a big honcho. He loves kung fu films. He's a big promoter of them, but he's one of the best horror writers, I believe, working today. All his books are exceptional. And so I'm so happy they finally made a movie. And they made a movie, and the guy who directed my two favorite horror movies of the last, three favorite horror movies of the last couple of years, the guy who did Freaky, Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day to You, directed My Best Friend's Exorcism.
Oh, all right.
I'm like going, man, and meanwhile, they're also making, I believe, a limited television series, maybe for Amazon too, of another of the last girls therapy group. I forgot what the actual title of the book is, but yeah, I'm just recommending it. I'm not going to criticize it. I'm going to recommend it.
Well, I'm glad you recommended it, because now that I know that he did those other three films, I got to check it out. It sounds hilarious. So hopefully it's a good time.
It's on now. We can go watch it after you finish.
That's it. We're watching it tonight. Really quickly here. AB James says, need new ideas in horror. So sick of remakes. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Grady's
the guy. Grady's the guy for those new ideas.
Timo says here, He's interested in Beast and Woman King, what we have to say. Hopefully, we'll find it at least entertaining. Well, we're going to get to the Woman King right now, and we both have not seen it,
Yeah.
but we can.
We'll review it next month.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about seeing it.
Okay.
I'm anxious to see if it's semi-authentic African fighting.
Okay.
Because that was the big flaw for me for Black Panther. It
Right.
wasn't, they kept saying it was African fighting. I don't think it was. But here, it's blade driven and it's all women. So I hope they fight. I hope they differentiate them between the female army in Black Panther.
Okay. Okay.
But I hear great things about it. Everyone I know who's seen it has said, but I don't know if they're just because the subject matter is the subject matter. But the guys I've talked to, because I've talked to women and men who've seen it, and they both give high praise. But I don't always agree with these people I've talked to. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
All right. When I was sent a workout video, Viola Davis and all them training for the movie.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit. I was excited too. And then I saw the trailer. I didn't get a chance to do a trailer reaction, but I got excited for the trailer. I was like, this looks legit. This looks cool.
Yeah.
And then I came across some other videos. I'm not going to go in detail about it. But I saw a video which featured Lupita Nyong'o.
Right.
And in that video, she went to she went to the country to get more information about the Dahomey and to learn about their legacy. And she was just so inspired by them, whole woman army and all that. And then by the end of that video, things got dark. She started crying her eyeballs out and she refused to be in this movie. So I am going to wait. I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
If I get a chance to watch it for free, I'll check it out.
Right.
But I'm just like you, Rick. People who have seen it, have reached out to me that I know, and they said they love it. They're like 10 out of 10 stars. They're like, it's inspiring. You're going to be jumping up in your seats. The action's legit. People love the movie.
Right.
Everything else outside of that, I'm like, okay, let me do a little bit more research, and then I'll go from there. So
we'll talk about it next month.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next month.
Critically.
All righty. Lou. So what's going on here, Rick? I saw clips of it, and I saw Daniel Bernhardt, that badass. I'm a fan of his work. I saw him having a fight sequence with the actress. I was like, what? What is this? So what is it, Rick?
Lou is another assassination movie. It's another movie with a female lead. They're trying to disguise apparently that it's a female lead movie which is titled by the female, but it's another assassination movie.
Okay.
With the female lead being the title, and the title being 3 letters. Ava, that's a subgenre at this point.
It is, yeah.
It's also a Netflix movie, and thankfully, I had hopes for it because it was under 2 hours. It's an hour and 50 minutes, and also it's Allison Janney, and she elevates everything.
Yes,
she's great.
Okay,
and the fight scene with Daniel Bernhardt, just like the fight scene in Day Shift with our buddy Scott Adkins.
Yeah.
It's the best thing in the movie.
It figures.
Yeah, it's the best thing in the movie. And I was very happy to see there are 3 people in that central fight. There's a big fight at the end, but there's a central fight. And there's 3 people. It's the character Lou, played by Allison Janney, and it's 2 other people. The fight worked very well because I knew that all 3 of the fighters were trained by the same people. But Allison Janney wins the fight because she changes up. She changes up from the training.
Interesting.
She knows what the training is.
Okay.
She does something different because normally she wouldn't have won the fight. but she does win the fight because she's what is she? Is she badass? Yes, she's badass, but she's also smart ass.
Okay.
She's smart. She realizes what their flaws. Again, that's another reason I liked Prey so much, because the leading character saw the flaw
Uh-huh.
in the antagonist and took advantage of it. And so does Allison Janney. So I appreciated that. And she's great. Every scene she's in, she's such a good actress. And even in a by the numbers kind of movie like this is, she elevates everything. She's kind of like Keanu Reeves in John Wick. He elevates, and in Speed.
Right.
I always love quoting when Keanu Reeves got the original screenplay for Speed, it was a knockoff of Die Hard, and he said, "Gentlemen, I think we can do better."
Nice.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
You know, let's hire Allison Janney, and she's not gonna phone it in.
Nice. So it's definitely worth watching, at least for her.
Yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
for that fight, for that central fight. But I will give, I will help you. Again, this is helpful if you see the movie. The first half is better than the second half. The second half gets loopy. Again, everybody's into, oh, you won't believe the twist. Oh, you won't believe the twist. But they've done that so many times. Yeah, I'll believe the twist. Yeah, I'm expecting the twist. Yeah, of course that's the twist. So it's kind of like, you know, and they get to a point they're trying so hard to do the big twist that it's kind of like the career of M. Night Shyamalan at this point.
Yeah.
Where, you know,
Right.
he's just reaching at this, you know, this is the twist. He actually had his finger up his nose. And it's like, well, here it's kind of like, oh, really? I mean, yeah, the twists are now becoming, oh, come on. So understand that
Okay.
there's a certain degree of that in the second half of Lou.
It's predictable, but you can enjoy at least her.
What's
performance.
interesting, of course, is the second half of Lou is ooh.
Okay.
So Lou is good. Ooh
Yeah.
is not so good. It's
Okay.
not bad, but it's not so good. And it's still got Allison Janney. She still sells it.
Nice. Nice. All right. That's
What do you
good to
got?
know. All right. Boom.
Oh, we're starting. Oh, we're going to do TV at the end.
We could
We're gonna
we
do
could
TV
we could
at
go
the end?
straight to TV. We can come back to this if you want.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
go
I
TV.
want you know those two
Okay.
movies to be the last one. Let's go. To,
Okay. Nice. All right. We'll go to TV.
what's the
We'll
first?
come
TV?
back. Everyone that's watching, we'll come back. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, we're coming
So
back.
how's
yeah.
She-Hulk been holding up?
Oh, baby, hold on. I got to put on my my Marvel shirt, my new Marvel shirt. Well, it's new to you. I think I had the red one last time. This one is the blue one. And I was going to wear my Hulk shirt.
Yeah.
I don't have a She-Hulk shirt, but I have a Hulk shirt.
Okay.
But this is the Hulk shirt. But more importantly, this is the Hulk shirt that also includes Daredevil.
Oh,
Daredevil is also on this shirt.
nice.
Let's see if my back spasm will allow me to get up
No,
enough so you
I
can.
was gonna say, don't hurt yourself. There.
Hold on, I have to put
Okay.
my feet directly under me.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can do it. No, my feet aren't directly under me. I have to move in close to the desk.
If you fall over, I'll just take you off camera.
I'll have
Okay.
to push up. There
There
we
we go.
go.
Oh, all right.
And where's Daredevil? There's Wolverine. There's Spider-Man. I know Daredevil's here somewhere.
I think he's on the sleeve or something.
On the screen?
In the
Oh
back.
yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, he's probably on the back too.
Okay. All right. There you go. We got Thing. There he's on the back. All right, cool.
There
He's
you go.
next to the Human Torch.
Yeah, so we have all these wonderful guest stars on She-Hulk. It took me a while to get up to speed with She-Hulk
Okay.
because I think in the second or third episode, she's not smart. She went to school. She's a lawyer. She should be smarter than she is.
Okay.
I mean, even when, you know, what's her name stole her She-Hulk name, any lawyer could tell you all you have to do is put a hyphen between she and Hulk, and you can sue her right back. But no, she has to go and say, hey, you shouldn't do this. It's like, really? You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
Why are you not acting like a lawyer? And why aren't you being smarter?
Right.
Once I accepted that she wasn't smart and that she had an inferiority complex, and they've gone way out of their way to establish that. Once I accepted that, once I stopped demanding she be smarter,
Okay.
It's an amazing show. It is really a great show. They take on stuff, they handle it in such an interesting way. And I love like last night's episode was just tremendous. Again, she's stupid, but this episode is all about her insecurity.
Okay.
And they're saving the actual plot. Most of the show is set up, and I think the last 2 episodes are the actual plot. They establish the villain at the end of this episode. And it's like, and the rest of it has been a character study, but a clever, imaginative, and also they're doing something which I am very tired of the metaverse. I'm tired of the quantum mania, the quantum realm.
Okay.
As soon as we go to the metaverse, and as soon as we go to the first time it's great, maybe even the second time it's great. The animated Spider-Man movie,
Right, Spider-Verse, right,
was just astonishing. But by then, I knew what the idea was. So every time they repeated it, it's kind of like, all right, this is just an excuse to do whatever you want.
Right.
Just the same thing over and over again. But now, first with Hawkeye, where they made it more human-based, and now with She-Hulk and other things, they are creating a Marvel world. Once the snap happened, and once Avengers Endgame happened, the Earth as I recognize it is no longer in Marvel movies. So in these new shows, they're creating a new world, but an anchored world. The fact that She-Hulk has a character who creates the costumes, and that people are acting to superheroes being in their world in a recognizable human way. You compare what She-Hulk and Hawkeye are doing with the real world, you compare it to the Snyderverse in DC. The Snyderverse in DC is all miserable and, one note and dark, and everybody reacts hatefully, and it's, Snyder. But in this new Marvel universe, they're recognizably human. They have a sense of humor. They have emotions and characters. Yeah, they have fun, and I care about them again.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just like, at this point, now that I've gotten over myself and I'm not demanding the show give me what I want.
Okay.
I get tired of that on cooking shows where the critic goes, "Oh, you should have put in more spice because I like more spice." And I sit at home going, "Shut up. Judge what they gave you to eat. Don't judge what you wanted." And I said, "Hey, Rick, why don't you listen to yourself? Why don't you practice what you preach?" And so now it's like with She-Hulk, I got over myself. I'm not demanding they give me what I want. Like all these Facebook fans, like, "Oh, I hate it. This should be this. This should be that." We'll be getting into that in a little bit, I think. I'm loving it.
But Rick, so
much.
So I hear you, Rick. But if she constantly remains dumb,
she doesn't.
No. I'm saying like in the future.
Yeah.
If they keep her this way, you would have a problem with it. You'd be like, okay, can we show the
No,
growth?
I will accept that. I will see whether they make her dumb for the same reasons they've made her dumb all along.
Okay.
She seems to be getting better. The whole, like I said, last night's episode was all about addressing her insecurities.
Okay.
So as long as she remains in character and as long as she grows a little bit, I won't have a problem. But if they make her dumber, and it depends on the producer and all the rest of it, there are some. I mean, I'm still not crazy over Moon Guy. What was the Moon one again?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How was Tim Roth in the show?
Oh, he's always a great actor. So what was great about last night's episode is they let him shine. He doesn't turn into, he stays this way. It's just and also they go into the history. All those characters are Marvel characters that they got from the comic books. And also I love the fact that the writer of the series of She-Hulk comics, who they based this series on, has gone after all the critics, all the Facebook critics, saying, "Guys, check out my comic books." They're taking it directly from my comic books.
Wow.
So if you have a problem with the show, you have a problem with me.
Oh shit.
Not with them, with me.
That's
And
right.
I'm ready to take you on. Bring
Did
it
she
on.
add
you hoes.
did she add
Bring
the
it on.
snap after that? Did
Yeah,
she do
come
the
on.
snap? Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. All right. All right. So you're still down with She-Hulk. Copy
Yeah.
that. All right, let's go to the fantasy realm here.
All right, here we go. I got to put on my fantasy shirt. And you're going to see again, pardon my stifled screams.
And you could spoil this if you want, Rick, because it's fine. I mean,
can't.
me
You
and Lady
can't
Fab. Okay, no spoilers. Okay, no spoilers, guys,
No,
for
I'm
the
gonna
next
spoil
couple
it.
of shows.
You can't spoil it.
Oh, spoil it. Okay.
Yeah, you can't spoil
Okay.
it. I'm going to put on the shirt first.
Okay.
And
I have
the
not seen it yet, guys, but I can't. Excuse me.
I have.
Yeah. I almost said your thing you hated, Rick. I can't wait to hear what Rick has to say.
Yes, you can. You're waiting right now. Anyway,
All right, let's see the shirt. Let's see the
the
goods.
shirt. The shirt is a giveaway as to which of the fantasy shows we'll be talking about that I prefer. The shirt is a giveaway.
Aha.
Hold on, let me see if I can get up again. Oh,
Careful,
yeah.
Nice.
You
That's what I'm
recognize-
hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
So
I'm hearing people prefer the other, but yeah, let's go ahead. Since you've been
Well,
watching Lord of
this
the
is
Rings.
another one of those great mysteries. I love the fact that they both came out at the same time. I love the fact that they both are basically the same budget. But there's one difference. There's one extremely telling difference between the two shows. And of course, me being a writer and me having worked on a project with George R.R. Martin, I can tell you that if you're sitting there watching both shows and wondering why you're more engaged by one than you are by the other, it's because one has an author's voice. One has a direction. There's someone leading one of the shows who's saying, follow me. Follow me. I've got you. I'm the creator of this. In other words, if any of the Tolkien family was involved with Rings of Power, they might have had a chance. But the point is, probably not even then, because they're not Tolkien. Tolkien's gone.
Right.
George R.R. Martin is still here, and he's involved.
Right.
Also, the other issue is that George, even though George is taking stuff from one of his other books, not from his Game of Thrones books, the original series, he's still the author. He's still the master. He's still the leader. He knows what happens. He knows where to go. And he brings an authentic, anchored, balanced voice to it. If you watch the last episode, I've watched all the episodes of Rings of Power that have so far been broadcast, but I don't think I'm going to be watching any more.
Whoa.
Because the last episode was like,
wow.
Everybody on that, I found it fascinating because I'm wondering whether they were aware of what they were doing. Because every single person on that episode of Rings of Power was literally and figuratively lost.
Huh.
They were all lost. They were all almost literally wandering around. Nobody, and the whole idea of the plot, they're keeping the plates in the air. It's another one of those keeping the plates in the air show, which is not what George R.R. Martin is doing. And also they're dancing as fast as they can. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know where they're going. They're just kind of like, let's just keep dragging this out. Let's have things happen, but let's have no meaning. Let's have no weight. Let's not have gravity.
Wow.
While the House of the Dragon is just like always.
Hold my beer.
It's always it's meaty. And it's like, and normally I wouldn't like a show like that because there's another telling difference. There's virtually no one in House of the Dragon who's likable. They're all pretty fucked up.
I'm okay with that.
They're pretty bad people.
Yeah.
But in Rings of Power, there's nobody who knows what they're doing. They're just, again, they're in a fog. They're wandering. They're there's nobody like I had a very distinct term in House of Dragons. They're not likable. In Rings of Power, they're not engaging.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about them.
Right.
I care about everybody, even people I normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's the mark of a really great writer. If he
Right.
makes me care about someone I normally just don't want to spend time with. But it's kind of like, I'm glad I'm here watching this. I'm not in this world dealing with these guys. But at the same time, utterly fascinating.
Wow. That's like me watching Peaky Blinders,
Yeah.
that family is not the family of saints,
Yeah. But
but it's so engaging.
again, that's the
Yeah.
ethereal hand.
Right.
That's the creative hand who's leading it.
Wow.
Somebody's got their
So
hand
you're
on the reins.
so you're not sure if you're ditching Lord of the Rings.
I'm
You're
pretty sure
thinking
I'm
about
going to. What's going to happen is I'm not going to watch the next episode until I see the Screen Crush review of it,
it. Okay.
and then I might go back. But
Then you
probably
might go
not, because I just don't care about anybody on that show.
Wow. You guys hearing this? You guys hearing this right now? Wow. Rick's keeping it raw and real today. That's
Hey
right.
man, I got
I love it.
myself. I'm just sharing you what I think. I'm not telling you
Yeah.
what I think. I just,
Yeah. But yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'm glad we didn't jump in and start watching it right away.
no, House of the Dragon is the one to watch at this point of those two.
Right. Gotcha. All right. Last TV show, and then we'll go to the last two films.
Oh baby, here we go. You're going to be able to talk about this. Let me put on. I just got a wonderful shirt from Disney from my dear friend Lisa Grant, the head of. Okay, again, pardon my suppressed scream. I have to stand up again.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh god.
Oh, I blew it up too
That's
early.
where I blew up before I put the shirt on. Take off the shirt before I put the shirt on.
I hit the wrong button there. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go. That's all
Well,
right.
it just shows that you're ripped, Rick.
Well,
You got a 12 pack.
I'll just show the shirt. I won't put it on here.
All right, hold on. Let me
Now,
blow it up.
that's the
Okay,
shirt.
boom. Love
It's a
it.
Star
Empires.
Wars shirt.
Love
Look
it.
It's from Disney. It's the Star Wars universe, and I would normally wear that, but I don't want to scream in pain, and I have to get ready for my next shirt. I have those final movie shirts over here, which I'll get to. But anyway, so those are ready to go with the minimal screeching. Andor. Speaking of switching stuff up, now because the hand on the till of Star Wars is a little shaky. I mean, if Favreau, Filoni, and Feige did everything in Star Wars, we'd be fine. But they're not the only ones. But this one, I mean, everything good they're responsible for. But this one is another wild swinging tone because prior ones, I mean, especially Boba Fett and and the animated ones, they're more juvenile because again, Star Wars is all about following George Lucas's dictum that this is for children. Andor is not for children.
That's right.
Rogue One is not for children. So if you go in and expect it to be for children, you will be sorely disappointed.
Yes.
As apparently, some of you were.
Yes.
But then again, you shouldn't. If you saw Rogue One, why would you think that Andor would be any different? As such, it's great that they have the adult section.
Yes.
The kids section, and they have the adult section.
The red light district section. And
of course, this one, I mean, it starts with an animal pissing on something and all this other stuff. So that they establish it very quickly. But at the same time, I appreciate, I sympathize, and I empathize, and I understand those who do not like this. Because, to be honest, I don't either.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I admire it.
All right.
I respect it.
Okay.
But I'm not per se enjoying it because I know how it ends.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
it's wonderfully acted. It's wonderfully made. It's really great, but I'm not enjoying it because, again, it's like I'm in the
Well, you-
mood right now because of my back and other things and life. I'm more in a Ted Lasso mood. I'm more in a, I want to see things that make me
yeah, I got it.
feel
Yeah.
good.
Different. Yeah. To each his own.
Yeah,
Different
Andor does
strokes for
not
different
make me feel
folks.
good.
It's fine. Yeah.
But I respect it and I
Yeah.
acknowledge its
Mhm.
superiority. It's
Yeah.
just that,
Some people can't even do that though, Rick. Some
well,
people are just
that's
like,
that's because we've
yeah,
got social media and they can say
yeah,
whatever they want and they want to feel
yeah.
proud.
This is
So
the
I got,
worst. I've seen reviews, and if you don't like it, it's fine. But I've seen some reviews out there that was just like, in the thumbnails and stuff, and people were like, "This is the worst thing underneath the Star Wars banner that exists in the
I know.
history of the franchise." And I'm like,
Go,
really?
go back, go back to my review of She-Hulk.
Really?
The
Uh-huh.
thing I have to say to those people is, let's see, Goy, Goy. I have to say to those people, Goy, which is get over yourself. Because they're demanding what I demanded initially from She-Hulk. I
Uh-huh.
want it to be the way I want it to be, not the way you want to give it to me. All
Right.
right, if you want it to be your way, then stop watching.
Yeah.
Complain all you want because you can, because social media allows us all to do that. But I think you'll have a better life if you grow up and if you
Yeah.
say, okay, let me see, is this for me? No,
Hmm.
Rings of Power wasn't for me.
Right.
But I'm going to continue watching Andor because I respect it so much.
Yeah.
I'm not going to marry it.
Right.
I'm not going to be getting an Andor shirt. But yeah, comparatively speaking, I will watch Andor all the way through. I will watch House of Dragon. I may not watch Rings of Power.
Yeah.
But also being a fan and also having been there at the premiere of the original Star Wars,
Mhm.
I'm going to watch all of them. Having been there at the very first issue of Marvel Comics, I'm going to keep watching it. I
Right.
won't not watch it. And I'll probably watch all of it. There's nothing I haven't seen all of.
Right.
Because that ingrained upon me when I was like 9 years old. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got now?
So there you guys. I've heard it here. So give Andor a shot. That's right. But Rick is right.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. But
yeah. Rick is right though. If you're expecting what you usually get from Star Wars, you might be disappointed. But I loved it because it's different. But I have not seen this week's episode yet. So when we talk about it tomorrow with me and Lady Fat Blood, you got to join. We'll see where it's at.
each episode gets better.
Oh, that's good to know. That's
They're
good to know.
moving
All
on.
right. Now we have reached the bottom of the barrel.
Which one will I hate more?
All
Which
right. So
will I
does
hate
it matter
more?
which one I click on?
No, I don't think so. I have the shirt.
Okay. All right. We're coming back. We're segueing around to it, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, what is it? There we go.
Boom. Munsters.
Okay. Here's the shirt I would put on, and I'll be wearing this during the Halloween season too.
Hold on. Oh, nice. Let me blow it
This
up.
is a cool shirt.
Yeah. Oh,
I
love it.
I
Love it.
also have an awesome House of Dracula shirt, but I may do that during Versus next month.
Right.
I'll wear all my Halloween shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
Munsters is terrible.
Okay.
But again, I'm sitting there going, why? I'm sitting watching it going, this is not funny. This is not honorable. This is not insightful. This is not clever. Why not? I mean, I enjoyed the original Munsters show.
Yeah.
Fred Gwynne, Yvonne DiCarlo, Al Lewis were all, awesome sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And the theme song is so good, and the car was so good, and all this other stuff. And they treated it with respect. And here we have Rob Zombie, who could have done anything he wanted
Mm-hmm.
with this show. And I'm saying, and that's what you chose to do?
Yeah. Well, Kung Fu Genius, right? What's up, Alex?
Because I wanted to solve the mystery. of why it is the way it is, and I believe I did.
Yeah.
Well, no, not shame on me. It'll still be there. They're not going to get rid of it. It'll still be up on Disney Plus for the rest of time. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, well, he was also a good ass and a smart ass. But in any case, I was talking with Elisa of Drunken Master TV last night, and we were trying to figure out why it was the way it was. And I suddenly realized, oh my God, of course, it couldn't have been any other way. Because consider the source. Consider the source.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rob Zombie. There we go. Is Rob Zombie an intelligent filmmaker? Is Rob Zombie well balanced? Rob Zombie is a rock star. Rob Zombie is zonked. He is totally high all the time. And he's just given these projects and told, do what you want. Also, you notice that his wife is in all of his work.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. Think about what you would do. It's your wife. And so guess who rules the roost? Whatever she wants, she gets.
Yep.
And also think about how someone like Rob Zombie would think. He wouldn't say, let's give the audience what they want. He would say, you know what would be funny? Let's have something really stupid happen here. Because he has no idea how jokes are constructed. He has no idea how to present screen humor. He wants everything to be exaggerated and dumb and silly and unexpected and stupid. Because he's completely zoned out. Who's the guy in Scooby-Doo? He's
Shaggy.
He's Shaggy.
Zoinks!
Make a great movie? No.
Yeah.
Has Rob Zombie made a great movie
Zoinks!
Since the first one? This is a movie, done by a real Shaggy. And as such, I went, okay, at least I understand it now. It's not entertaining, really. I mean, it doesn't get better, but at least I understand. I went, oh, I bet that was his wife's idea. Oh, I bet that was his idea because he just wanted to do something nobody was expecting. It didn't have to be smart.
Right.
It's whatever. So again, I don't hate on it because I expect nothing at this point from Rob Zombie. He has proven himself not to be a quality filmmaker. I disagree. Shaggy, maybe Scooby-Doo might help.
He's got Scooby-Doo with him.
And certainly the redhead would have made a better movie.
Yeah.
She would have done a great job. But this last movie, I just feel awful.
Yeah.
This last movie makes me feel awful.
Yes.
Go ahead, put up the poster.
Well, I can't wait to watch the Munsters tonight with Lady Fat Blood. And don't forget, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So
yeah, this is the shirt I would have worn.
Yeah, now
it's my Mickey shirt.
Nice. Now, I was going to save some of this for tomorrow. I still may talk about it again tomorrow, but Disney, Disney Plus, there's not really that, everybody's different with Disney Plus, right? There's not that much stuff on there that I would like, I got to watch it right away, right? Actually, Werewolf by Night's got me. I admit it. I admit that, Rick. I admit that. Werewolf by Night, I'm like, we're in on that one. But I heard some things about the Pinocchio, the new one that came out this year. That's not the first Pinocchio movie. There's another Pinocchio movie that came out.
Bunch of them.
I'm like, what's going on?
But this is the second Disney Pinocchio movie.
Right. But we were like, all right, let's see how bad this is. So we, for shits and giggles, we did watch it. And Rick, go ahead. I'll let you go first. Go for it.
Yeah, I was saying Rob Zombie has an excuse.
Yeah.
Robert Zemeckis has no excuse.
Dude.
Why? Again, I'm watching the movie going, he's in a room with Disney people. He has his crew, Robert Zemeckis has done some of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not lately,
Right.
but in the past. So I know he has talent. I should check his. Yeah, I should check his history. He may have had medical problems or something. I don't know. This decisions made from the very outset of this film, are just inexplicable to me. And I believe it's him making these choices, not like Artemis Fowl, which was directed supposedly by Kenneth Branagh. I believe that was, that was just had the shit cut out of it afterwards by.
He was involved with that one too?
He's listed as the director.
Shit.
But that was clearly not his work. But then again, he has done some really awful work in the past too, but very rarely. Usually Kenneth Branagh, I mean, if you saw his Oscar-nominated movie this year, Belfast, you know that Kenneth Branagh can do awesome stuff. So I figured there had to be another reason. But Robert Zemeckis, the Pinocchio is inexplicable throughout. All the choices made, I don't. I want to see Del Toro's Pinocchio, which is
Yes, that looks fascinating.
Yeah, but be that as it may, this movie starts with Pinocchio looks. There are so many ways. I love the animated movie of Pinocchio, but watching it, which I do occasionally, if I was making a live action version of it or a 3D animated version of it, which is what this is, I would make changes. Make it smarter and funnier and clever in a more modern way. I would address things. I would be more meta with it. No, he doesn't improve it in any way. He makes everything worse. And again, the first major sign of just like, what the hell were you guys thinking, was that Pinocchio becomes fascinated for 2 minutes with a pile of shit. Literally, there's a pile of shit that he becomes fascinated with, and they keep on it for, I think, literally 90 seconds to 2 minutes. And I'm saying, so you're telling me this movie is a pile of shit? And sure enough, it was. I mean, the opening of the film was, again, inexplicable. Jiminy Cricket is narrating the film.
Yeah.
Pinocchio, as you saw in those pictures, looks exactly like the animated Pinocchio, but Jiminy Cricket does not. He looks like a weird kind of woodimation puppet.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and also the cat and the wolf, they look exactly like a cat and a wolf. And no, I mean, I would have explained it why they can talk and why other animals don't talk.
Right.
And I would have made some sense out of this. But anyway, let me get back to the opening. Jiminy Cricket is narrating, and then Jiminy Cricket on screen reacts to the narration and goes, "Who's talking?" And the narrator goes, "I'm you." And he goes, "What?" And they have a discussion like that. And again, it's just nonsensical. It doesn't add anything to the movie. And there's a reason. I think the movie is, an hour and 56 minutes or something?
Felt like 3 hours.
Exactly. But that's because they do crap like that. And then the whole opening takes 25 minutes. It should have been done in 5.
Yeah. I felt like we were here in Geppetto, right? Geppetto? Yeah. I felt like we were in Geppetto's house for 30 minutes. I felt like we were never going to get out of Geppetto's house.
And his accent is terrible. And
oh my God.
His reason for not selling his clocks is insane.
Figaro.
And
Pinocchio.
It's
so bad.
and again, what's Robert Zemeckis' excuse? Why didn't you make this smarter? Why didn't you just do it? So this movie, it's an insult to the original film. It's not a bookend. I mean, I liked Jon Favreau's Lion King. I understand what he was doing with that movie. I do not understand what they were doing with this movie. This was just it was a pile of shit.
That's it. I gotta find a screenshot. I gotta find a screenshot of that. That would be the thumbnail.
I want to hear the story of Roger Zemeckis going, seeing the rough cut, and then saying, "Well, I got to do reshoots," and then putting in the pile of shit scene. He said, "At least I'll put a little hint to my audience that
Yeah.
this is a pile of shit."
And you know, another thing I'm tired of is, hey, we kind of have to be different from the cartoon. We kind of at some point.
So let's make
they'll add more songs,
and
and
they're terrible
it's just,
songs.
yes.
Now, clearly, the fix was in. There was some reason why the studio wanted to sabotage this.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of Luke Evans. I think he's a great actor, and I'm just like, man, what do they got on Luke Evans, man? What do they got something on him? They got some photos.
I'm a fan of Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Tom. This was they just collected the money.
Figaro. Yeah, it's just terrible. Just
really sad, really tragic, really disappointing, really insulting. I felt insulted as a viewer.
OGP here says, I need Kung Fu Santa to read my movie script before we go into production. I love the brutal honesty. Hey, there you go. There you go. There you go.
All right, my friend. All I would ask you to do is, start making it. Sadly, I do not have time to read anything. I have several people who would like me to read their stuff. I'm doing a project now that's due January 4th.
Yeah.
Major publisher. We're 80,000 words in. And the thing is, I was explaining this to somebody yesterday. When I write, I love writing and I enjoy it. Some people use it as a whip. I use it as a feather, and tickle myself with it. But I have to concentrate. I have to keep my eye on the prize. And the moment I read anything else, it takes me out of my tunnel vision.
Yeah, because you're always writing.
Maybe in January, if I don't immediately get another project, I will have time to read stuff. But right now, the only thing I can read is my own stuff.
Right.
I apologize. But
so a quick. Oh, go ahead.
But if you want to contact me and not send it to me, but talk to me, tell me what the story is, and tell me what your concerns are. Otherwise, I would rather you because if I criticize it or make suggestions, it'll become my movie script. It has to be yours. That's what will sell it. Who you are, not who I am.
There you go, OGP.
But I will give you what my first editor gave me when I handed in my first novel in the Destroyer series. He said, the difference between you and me, kid, is I know the names of the problems. And I literally fell to my knees and kissed his hand. I said, I've been waiting for somebody who can tell me the names of the problems. He knew more about this stuff. And he was willing to tell me honestly, not sabotage me because he wanted to be famous or whatever, which is what happened. So anyway, I digress.
All right. So quick recap. Oh, no, go ahead. You were going to say some more. You were
No.
say something else.
No.
Quick recap for people that are just arriving. We'll go around the bend really quickly here. Rick said solid
6.
You won't. Okay. We won't offend you. Here we go. B minus.
B plus for this.
B plus for the extended version.
Right. Haven't seen it. I'm expecting it to be.
Oh yeah, that's right. Have not seen this either. We'll come back to it. Lou.
Also, I'll give that a C plus.
C plus. Okay. Your favorite.
At least I understand it. So I would give it a D minus. I won't give it a
minus. All right, now
F. F minus. F minus.
F minus. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. That's about right. That's about right. Rick, before we wrap it up for today, always having fun talking to you, my friend. Anything to plug, segue to something?
Well, again, get the Minions, see the Minions movie, cheer when you see my credit, pick up Thrilling Adventure Stories with the Benton Jew painting on the cover and read my Target. There's my Target story, which is in there. If you have a chance to see the last hours of Brandon Lee on the Reels channel, you'll see me talking about it on the show. And it's a very respectable episode, which was most interesting. And of course, go see me and Bobby Samuels on Iron Fist and Kung Fu Kicks. Go watch my documentary, Films of Fury, the Kung Fu movie, which is on Freevee as part of Amazon at this point. And I will keep you apprised of I wrote half of a best-selling novel right now, but I can't tell you what it is. So if you read all the best-selling novels, understand that about half of one of them was written by me.
Copy
And
that.
see if you can guess. See if you can guess which one.
Copy that. There you go.
I'll see you on the action film Autopsy.
There you go. OGP's giving the thumbs up. And we'll end it with this comment right here. It is just perfect. Wow. Rob Zombie beat Robert Zemeckis this time. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Well, this was fun. Hey, thanks all of you for watching and hanging out and hearing us chat about movies and TV shows is what we do. We love to have fun here. Thanks again. If you're new here, hey, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And don't forget, tomorrow, I'm not sure yet the time, but we'll schedule our me and Lady Fat Blood stream maybe around 7 p.m. And then you get to hear what she has to say about Andor, the Munsters, and we'll still do the Hellraiser trailer reaction and all that good stuff. So, all right, guys, see you guys tomorrow. Keep watching movies. Take care.